Man, let's try this again. Like, let's try this again. I look mad black. Look at that. Sheesh. Look, you right here. Man, you are a dark skin. You are a melanated man. You crashing around. But anyway, so how did I get here? I had a little dark period, like last year around this time. I had to kind of rediscover who Wayne is to be and developing into. And sometimes you forget that there are parts of yourself that you employ to make you feel like your best you, right? So I started, writing a little bit as I was doing my workshop facilitations, and I'd be in these classrooms talking to these kids, and I'm digging the back and forth and the exchanges that I'm having. And as these exchanges are occurring and I'm talking to them about music and video games and life and what they think and feel, I'm like, yo, I'm suggesting a lot of things to them that I don't do myself. Like, I don't engage in a lot of the activities that make me happy. So there was a point where a switch flipped and I just got selfish in a good way. And I just started doing things that I wanted to do. Hence, all of this. You can't see behind you, but there's a sneaker rack with some LEDs in it and all of that. Like, I just started doing what I wanted to do. And in doing that, I was literally gifted by God a job that I feel like I was tailor-made for, because I oversee 6 residential programs, and I have decades of experience in the human services, social work, residential treatment field. So I bring so much that I just spend most of my day mentoring younger people in their roles, gleaning from older people who are in their roles, and then in the in between times, doing what I like to do, which is playing video games, mentoring, and rapping. Like, I don't care. Like, for anybody who feels like, as a 45-year-old man, I should be doing something different, I'm going to tell you, you don't have a hobby. Because you spending too much time thinking about what other 45-year-olds should be doing. What should I be doing? I should just be outside digging holes and putting stuff in it, because that's what I like to do, right? Because heaven forbid a man do something he likes to do to pass his time. And people wonder why men get destructive when they get angry. It's because they're not allowed to be themselves. But I tell you this, there will never be a day where any person causes me to not be who I am. I wish Pat Howard's son would behave that way. So in saying that, this is my studio. That's Mike Tyson. He from Brooklyn. He embodies what Brooklyn is about. He embodies how somebody can go through a rough patch in life, hit a space of growth and development, and teach others from his experience. That's not a shrine. I don't pray to that. That is not something I worship. That's something that reminds me of that Brooklyn spirit that is ever embedded in me, that doesn't have to manifest itself in aggressive ignorance, because that's not what Brooklyn is about. Brooklyn is about grind, hustle, coming from the bottom, doing what you got to do to get to the next step. Whatever that got to do is for you, you do that to get there. That's what Brooklyn is about. So for anybody who's mistaken, Brooklyn is not about loud ignorance, making people feel uncomfortable in their spaces. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. You know what I'm saying? That's what Brooklyn is about. Shout out to Mike Tyson. So I just started sifting through beats on BeatStar, and I started hearing some noises that I found very appealing to me. So I said, hey, yo, you should start writing to some of these. And I did. And this was one of the first beats I wrote to. And it's just such a menacing to me. Like, I love it. I love that beat. I'm gonna play it from here though, because you couldn't hear it from there. I know you couldn't, because I could hardly hear it. I need a verse. Whoever I'm talking to is who I'm talking to. If I gotta say your name, I'll say your name. I promise you I will. I need a verse. I need a verse, big dog. Forget it. I'm gonna say it. Midwest Miles, I need a verse. Midwest Miles, I need my lick back. Midwest Miles, you smoked me on a track back in 2003. I need my lick back. When y'all see Midwest Miles, tell him I said I need my lick back. Hey, yo. That's my man. I love that dude. He got 2 teenage daughters now. I love seeing that. You know what I'm saying? Midwest Miles, I need my lick back, partner. You're what I say? If I'm being real, I know y'all don't like me for real. I mean, I'm cool, but I'm a beast with a license to ill. You probably thinking in your head like he might be for real. Then you try me get body detected, secure perimeter. You might need to chill. Doing this is winning in a battle. Rapping scrimmage just might get you still. Worse might get you killed. 7 battle tested. Been doing this. Yo, chill, bro. I need my lick back. I didn't even get into the verse yet. I was acting foolish on that. I was acting dumb. I have this beat in my because I have the 3 tracks for They Won't Remember You. Why did I name it that? Because I'm obnoxious. I promise you. Like, that's how I feel about my pen. A lot of people might not. I don't care what you feel. They won't, like, the way that I write, they won't remember a lot of y'all. And that's why I'm doing this now. Because, like, I almost died of a autoimmune disease back in 2017. And even since then, I took time for granted a little bit, right? But the more I started pouring into others from that time to now, the more I realized I literally give people advice that I don't take myself. Like, I encourage people always to go after those things that make them feel like them. And I very rarely do that because I always put other things in front of my pursuits. But like at this stage in my life, my daughter's 16. I really don't have any parental obligations outside of the time that her and I do spend together. And outside of that, I just have a lot of time to just work on me and all my development. Because I not only do I staff develop the people that I supervise, but I develop myself on a day-to-day basis. There's a book called The Human Operating System. If you really want to know how the human mind works in a team development space, pick that up. This be hard too. I wrote to this. Shout out to K Fresh. He smoked this. He smoked this.
This is French.
That'd be hard. Hey. Hey, yo. Top 5 live at the seats. I'm the only comp that I see. What you rhyme is common to me. All your favorites paying homage to me. Sev 6, CDC a track listed for me. Listen to me. Ain't none of your listeners me. I'm from a different cloth. This poly cotton blending your jeans. I'm from a different cloth. This poly cotton blending your jeans. I'm what I'm not concerned with is people who don't really dig into the art form of rap finding my writing style appealing. Because my writing style and my rapping style, it's not meant for you to just pick it up and read it. It's meant for those who dissect bars, for those who listen with an extra layer of what was that? Was that a double entendre? Like that's how I rap for those people. I rap for the people who feel like nobody's rapping for them. That's also what made me do this. That's also what made me want to name it They Won't Remember You. Because a lot of my rap stories from growing up come from the guys that I remember, the guys that I rubbed elbows with, the guys who shaped and molded me to even be in this direction. Shout out to Chip Fu, shout out to Mock and Pac Fu, shout out to DJ AD, shout out to Track Killer Omar, shout out to Bustin' Melons. You know what I'm saying? And those are old Flatbush names, and you gotta you really gotta be tied in to even know that. Like those are all old Flatbush names, but those are the guys that shaped and molded me as a 11, 12, 13-year-old to even want to start rapping. Like they was from where I was from. I seen them doing it. They like the stuff they was rapping about was stuff that I could see, stuff that I could go experience, stuff that I was around but couldn't talk about because I was only 12, 13. Because it would sound ridiculous for a 12 to 13 to be talking about those kind of things. But yeah, man. For sure. Like I'm just in a space where I'm just willing to do what I want to do in a productive way to make me happy, that doesn't bring disrepute on myself or my family. Like those are all of the considerations I make before I do things. You know? Those are all the considerations I make before I do things. What is that? I feel like that's what that is. I feel like that's exactly what that is. That's exactly what that was. Dang it. Hold on. Simple season. Huh. Interesting. Hey! I'm glad you. Matter of fact, nah. Hold on. Hey, yo. Listen, I love punching more than anything. I don't know why. You know what it was? Kev, I'm going to put you onto something. So as a 12-year-old kid, middle school was rough for me. I didn't realize how small I was until I saw pictures. Like in my mind, I've just always been 6 feet. I definitely wasn't. That's dumb to even say out loud. But being witty is what got me out of a lot of trouble, but also got me into a lot of trouble. So if both things are doing both things, the way that my obnoxious Gemini mind twists that is, I might as well just be as witty as possible. So no matter what the situation I'm in, I feel the most comfortable. I'm going to say whatever I deem appropriate in moments where people think they have control. I'm going to reclaim control with my words. And it's been like that since I was 12. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a little dude. Listen, when you're getting jumped 3 times a week by 3 to 5 different people because you're an easy target as a little dude, you realize I can't fight every day. I have to do something else. Like, it was exhausting. The ages 12 to 14 was so exhausting for me, bro. I promise you. You know what else? I'm using this corded joint, and I got a wireless one right there. That's laziness. All because I don't feel like going, because I feel like messing with this. There's an absurdity to that. But yeah, so also, I didn't want to overwhelm myself. So I chose 3 to 4. I have 4 songs that are solid, right? That I would be satisfied to release. Okay. I didn't want to overwhelm myself. So the 3 are what's gonna go on They Won't Remember You. There's one song called Arrogant where I'm acting up. Like, I'm just gonna let you hear the beat.
You can't stop me, no bitch. I'm not.
It came with the chorus.
What you said? Don't get your brain bent. I'm not cocky, bitch. I'm arrogant.
You done slipped and fell into a death trap, thinking you could hang with me till you hear your neck snap. I demonstrate excellence. You featherweighted peasants, it's 7 that you up against. Gambling with your life is such an example of recklessness. Dismantle your hopes, dreams, potential accomplishments. Urine cake your confidence. You're intaking my dominance. You've been faking and posturing. Conflating the optics with your shiny copper objects in your squatter's rights popping. Momentum that you think you got, you thinking that you popping. Nigga, that's just bubble wrap. What's up with that? Don't see eye to eye with you cataracts. My bad, I'm doing the cats who act. Clip full of moments and I'm dying for you to capture that. Like,
You can't stop me, no.
I don't care. Momentum that you think you got, you thinking that you popping. Like, I don't, you know what it is? It's crazy because I work with people all day. And I often use words that make people go, what does that mean? What people don't realize is big words, that what people consider big words are words that I use as the primary word. So like when I said conflating the optics, like there's no other, like if I could thinking of a simpler way to say conflating the optics, it wouldn't even, I can't even, like what would conflating the optics? Like controlling what's seen. Conflating the optics is the quickest way to say that. But most people don't know the word conflating. I don't care what most people don't know. Look it up. Lauryn Hill had y'all niggas saying reciprocity before you even knew what it meant. She was like, reciprocity. Y'all didn't know what it meant. You thought she was saying reciprocity. Like, you thought she was making up words. You didn't even know reciprocity was a word. Oh, you've been procrastinating, have you, Cash Mooney? Don't, bro. We not promised tomorrow, bro. None of our mañanas are hold on. Let me show you what else I be doing. Like whenever I get bored, I also start punchlining in Spanish, which is weird. Kev, I'm having the time of my life just being myself. And that's another reason why I haven't started recording yet, because dogs. I'm waiting for Clara to get home so she could be in the house. Then the dogs could be settled and chill. And then I could go in. But although, imagine if I was recording, right? And they started barking, but the punchline that I said had like to do with dogs barking, and man, that would be so ill. I would leave that accidental moment of genius. I feel like Kanye has a lot of those. Yeah, go ahead, keep barking. Also, something else I wanted to start doing. I want to get better at storytelling. Like here's the thing. I have stories in here, but those stories are so personal that I don't like y'all enough to even tell y'all those stories. Like, I don't think you care enough about me to hear those. So I'm not going to give them to y'all. Like, most of the people that know me personally know what I've been through. So they already know like those things. But for me to rap those in a way that's going to connect with you and satisfy my lyrical bar that I set for myself, it's hard. So I'm not gonna do it until I'm comfortable. Like, tell stories so you can get to know you. Forget that, Kev. They don't need to know nothing, but I'm stepping on their neck every time I put my thumb. I can't even say pen to sheets. I can't even say nothing clever about pens no more, because I don't even write with pens. I'm not writing anything down. You get a hand cramp and all that if you're not used to writing. That sucks. No, thank you. So this is one of the beats that I was gonna tell. I have an entire story written. I'm not gonna read any of it, but this is the beat for it. Oh yeah, no. Oh man, but I mean, I'll be honest with you. So this was my plan. This is my plan in my mind. Because when you make plans, God laughs. I hate when people say that. Shut up. If God helped you construct the plan, he's not going to laugh at a plan he wanted you to proceed with a long time ago. Knock it off. Y'all don't even be knowing what y'all talking about when y'all be talking about God, because none of y'all even have a personal relationship with him. Stop emailing, stop texting me on Sundays. I'm lying, because if my team needs me, I'm there. That's a long, I'll read that later. Sheesh. Yeah, no. This one. So my plan was to release They Won't Remember You. And then while that's doing what it does, I'll probably shoot some optics for that. I'll probably shoot some content. I want to shoot a video at my cousin's house, because his house is very black aesthetic. I love it. He has art on his wall, leather couches. His front steps are nice. I'm probably gonna go Bogart my cousin Billy front porch. I'm shooting all over Bed-Stuy. I'm probably gonna go to my mom's crib, shoot in front of 216. You know what I'm saying? Go to 55 and shoot, because there's always skateboarders and stuff out there. That's a nice aesthetic to rap amongst, especially if you just getting lyrical, because skateboarding and lyricism are so grassroots. See, but that's Kev. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. I have to do this because I want to do that. Where are you at right now? Are you someplace where if I shot you a link to jump on live, you could do that? Because you're a producer, I'll be rapping. We could just sit and have a rap conversation right now. Hold on. Let me do it like this. No, don't enter the studio. That's not what I want. That's not what I want.